Hi Libra, this is your December 2025 reading. I'm Mystic of Venice and welcome to my channel. Let's start by clearing the energy. I really like to use the bells instead of incense because it's a pet-friendly household and my cat just doesn't really like incense. So I do this. Clear the energy. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please be here now to give Libra divine messages for their highest good for December 2025. We welcome you and thank you for being here. Please protect this space from any negative energy, and thank you. All right, I've got this Ocean Oracle deck, and I want to pull some themes of the month that you're going to be experiencing. So let's see what the Ocean Oracle has to say for Libra. Oh, okay. Sea sponges. Find courage to explore the unknown and let curiosity lead you through life's passages. Explore the unknown. Be curious. Yeah, that's exciting. I mean, let your interests be a little more playful, creative. Like, don't just do the same things all the time. Try new things that you have been wanting to try. It keeps life interesting, you know. You have seahorses. Embrace your uniqueness and let your gentle spirit carry you through life's events. So this could be tied together because by, embracing your uniqueness, it may just give you the get up and go to explore this unique thing that you're interested in, and then you have Trident. Remember what's true. Strength comes from within. So there's possibility that there could be some illusions or maybe like distractions, and it's saying to remember what's true. Like, what's true for yourself and for your family. And like to not go against your natural beliefs, Like, it's like telling you not to be a pushover is basically the message on that one. Okay, interesting. I'm going to pull one wild unknown oracle for Libra. What do we have here? A message for Libra, December 2025. That one wanted to flip. Ooh, the eternal child. And this actually does tie back also to your uniqueness and like exploring, being curious, your curious nature. Like, let your curiosity be the reason why, like, you're researching things, looking things up, but also to like be playful. Maybe maybe you work a lot or you work all the time, and this is saying like, find a hobby, like do something that really lights you up and brings you happiness just for the sake of happiness. And also to just let your inner child out to play. Be less serious. But it's also, you could also have a really youthful spirit, and that's being highlighted at this time. Like, it's saying to like embrace your strengths, and that's one of them. Be your eternal child, your eternal optimism, your eternal playfulness, right? That's like something about you. Yeah, okay, so we're going to see how these themes come into your tarot reading. So let's get started. I've got the Smith-Waite deck here. And what do we have for Libra? December 2025. Really busy month. We're getting through this dark period of the year. It's just a lot of energy going on. We've got a full moon in a couple of days here. And that is going, it's a, you know, a super moon. It should be a big release. And Sagittarius season, it's all about adventure, right? Like a new adventure or being adventurous spirit. I'm going to pull a few so that I can start to see what's going on here before I speak to it. Okay, so you're coming out of a difficult financial period, or you are having to like budget and save because of this difficult financial period. But it seems to me that this is like either right now or in the recent past, because it seems like you are going to be working within a traditional framework, working with people, something that has to do with diplomacy. It could be teaching something, or in the legal profession, or being like a leader, like for youth, or like somehow, you know, helping people in some way. We'll clarify these. But so basically, because of this new work or position that you have, the scales of equities are turning in your favor. And this is about restoring balance to, like, you know, give and take in relationships or in the world. You know, whether the charity is coming to you or you're giving it. And in this case, because you have the Five of Pentacles reversed, I believe you are the recipient of this equity, like this financial money is coming into you, right? Because you also have the Ace of Pentacles reversed here, and this is the beginning of a new reliable, stable business opportunity, or like financial commitment, like as in buying a house or a new place, a new apartment, something like this, that it's going to be a lot better for your finances. And then Judgment, reverse, second chances. So, you know, the second chance could be like this job or financial thing. Let's pull some cards on this and see where this is taking us. But a lot of pentacles here, so why do we have the Five of Pentacles out in the cold card? Now, the Five of Pentacles can stand for finances. It could also stand for like feeling out in the cold, like your path is blocked for some reason. Like, you know, you could have been looking for a job for a really long time and just like getting hit with passes over and over. But yeah, you're going to be celebrating the end of this era with the Four of Wands. You're going to be celebrating when this is over. Why else do we have the Five Pentacles? Can you tell me more about why it's out in the cold? A lot of anxiety and like choices, and maybe like, you know, like not all that glitters is gold. So you may have made some choices, taken some decisions here that like didn't work out, you know, how they were supposed to. They didn't pan out, they didn't pay off. And so like, you know, maybe you had some failed business ideas, or like worked in a place that didn't, you know, make good on the offer. Like it wasn't as lucrative as it was made out to, you were made out to believe. And this talks about like really researching all your choices too. It may have been a difficult time, and like one wrong move and, you know, it affects your whole life, especially if you don't have a lot saved. Yeah, so you're starting this new adventure, and I do believe this is like, it's either a teaching position or it has something to do with like spirituality, religion, leading people, because that card, the Hierophant, is the Pope. It talks about having to use a lot of diplomacy. That was a confirmation for somebody. A lot of diplomacy, or it could also be working within like traditional traditional belief system, traditional structure. But either way, you have the Fool on the Hierophant, so that, is a new opportunity, and you can trust that this is going to be a good one. Of course, do the research, like I said here. Do the research. Make sure this is a good opportunity, that like it aligns with your values, and that, like make sure you ask the questions to be sure that this is a good opportunity for you before you jump into it. Excuse me. Okay. So what else about this new career path? Why the Hierophant? You're healing. This is going to heal you. It's going to heal your self-esteem. Your ego may have been a little low from not being able to be like a good provider, or not having enough funds to make ends meet. Or like just having to like really financially budget, penny pinch, and save. So like it could have been a blow to your ego. Let's see. So you have the Lovers reversed and the Ten of Swords. I'll turn that up right so you can see it. So why is this in this section? I think this belongs with this equity here on the 6. So it may have been, you may have just like, lost money, or had to change your living circumstances, or maybe you were in partnership with your loved one, your partner. Either you were like working together with your partner, or you left a partner, and that left you like financially in financial hardship. So it could have just taken a little time to recover from this. This also says this is like the end of this period of hardship. Like you're leaving that behind, and you're coming into this new situation here. If you're in a divorce proceeding, you may be getting some sort of like a settlement at this time. Okay, let's see. And then why is Ace of Pentacles here? This is like the new form of stability, investment, income, material wealth such as a home, job. They show, as you see the rose garden, bush topiary walls there, and just past it is where, the Queen of Pentacles lives, and the garden that is in the 7 of Pentacles and in the 9 of Pentacles. So you've got this, you're taking action towards, you're passionate about this new income. Something you're very passionate about. Maybe this has to do with the exploring your curiosity, maybe by following like what you're passionate about, or like what makes you happy, what lights you up. Like that can lead to the long-term stability here. Yeah, too many. You've got the 6 of Cups reversed, so like you're longing for like this harmony. You're looking for this place that is going to bring this harmony that like reminds you of good times from your childhood, or good times in your life, a better time in your life, and you see that this new career path, you feel that it's going to bring you the things that you need to be in a position that you feel much more comfortable in. So you're going to go for it. Whatever this is, you're going to be successful, and you're going to take charge, and you're going to have determination and drive. And if you don't feel the determination and drive, this is telling you to have determination and drive, or be curious and find the spark of passion that you really are looking for, right? You have the moon reversed, another card of healing and intuition and feeling. On the other side, this is your second chance for judgment here. So with the judgment, I pulled for on top of the judgment, the moon reversed. So like something, you're seeing things from a new perspective, because you can now see with more clarity like why this was happening in your past. But it's not been with that. It's not been easy to get there, and you have had to have determination. But it's like bringing you into an intuitive time where you have like a better knowing of yourself, and you've been working hard to like really meditate, like really like understand. You know, there may be something, if there was like a divorce here, because that something in that shed some light, and like, and you were able to have release and closure and healing on that, just by closing that chapter. And if it's not divorce, like, you know, the justice is about second chances. You know, there's like an angel calling down to these people, and they're in their graves, and he's saying, yes, you know, come with me, and I will show you, like, you know, I will give you, you know, like God's grace or something like that, right? So, you know, it's like you're divinely led to this path, and it's showing you like what you're really made of, what you're really capable of. What are going to be the challenges? I want to use the other one. What are the challenges, the biggest challenges that Libra is facing this month? What are Libra's biggest challenges in December? King of Wands, Ten of Cups. You know, like you're probably like worried about keeping everybody happy here for the holidays. Like this could be like you just really want it to go good. So this is a challenge. Like you want it to be like the Six of Cups. You want to make it like a wonderful memory for your family. And you're having to like be very mature about this, but you also want to like have fun and be passionate about this. But it's not the worst challenge to have. That's actually pretty good. Those are good, you know, happy cards. You know, the King of Wands is like a pleasure to be around, a gracious host, and it's lively and loves people. And so like you just want to bring what's best for the holidays to your family. And what blessings is Libra receiving this December? What blessings can Libra expect to receive? Transformation. You have Death in reverse. Those almost feel like they came out opposite, but I do love the Death card because it represents metamorphosis. And together with the Judgment, second chances, and death, like that tells me like you really have a second chance at making a better life for yourself. And so that is always a good thing, you know. you know, use this wisely. It doesn't always happen, these big chances, these big life changes like this. And it is happening for a lot of the collective, and all the signs are going through big life changes this year. A lot of big energies having come up. And, you know, so we are all going through these changes together. Let's see here. I want to pull a couple of these. I made these cards. I had made some a few years ago, and they got damaged when I was moving. So I made these, and I really liked them. So I wrote on them. I meditated. Let's see. Messages for Libra December. Go after what you want. So it's like, go for that job that you want. Hardship, like, it's time to release hardship. It's time for this to be over. What else for Libra? Messages for Libra. Baby steps, one foot in front of the other. They have a lot to express. Humble pie. This could be part of this. It kind of feels like, you know, you kind of went through this hardship after some change in your relationship status. And they may come to you with some sort of a message. You know, if it's not a divorce, it could just have been a breakup that, like, you've gotten through, but now it's like your first holiday sense. I'll pull some cards on this, but let me get one more. Get one more, Spirit. Libra. Get a little closer, don't be shy. Ooh. It kind of feels like you may have some sort of a reconciliation. For some of you, you will have a reconciliation. For others, you will have a conversation. Let me see here. They have a lot to express. What are they expressing? Queen of Wands. Yeah, it's like with the King of Wands here, it's like they do think that you're the one. They think you are the one, you know, that they can have their Ten of Cups with. And so there's a second chance here. But you've transformed. You know, you've elevated yourself. Like, you're now the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups here. And the Queen of Wands, so you've just got a lot of, like, you worked on yourself a lot, and, like, let's see, humble pie. What is the humble pie? Who's humble pie? Tell us. That was the Emperor, the Nine of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Like, yeah, somebody wants a new start, a new passion. Like, forgive me, there's a lot of messages coming in. This is a big collective, and so, like, there'll be messages in here, you know, but you don't take what doesn't fit, you know, not everything will be for you. But if it does, that's great. Like, I really am here to just help people, so if, you know, if it does resonate, leave it in the comments, because I'm curious what this is about. Ooh. You know, this could be moving to calmer shores with this person, or just, like, you decide against it. It's like, honestly, it's your choice. It looks like it's your choice. They're gonna try and come back here. And then let's just get a little closer. Don't be shy. Like, they definitely want to get a little closer. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you don't know what you're gonna do yet. And also, it's like, depends on the situation, but, you know, this is lucky. This is good luck on the get a little closer, don't be shy. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is never a bad thing, but it sort of says like what's set in motion. You know, like you might have like a reunion. You know, you might hang out with this person, see this person, have dinner with this person, have a reunion, a Christmas reunion. But like what's been set in motion has already been set in motion, and like I don't think you're gonna go back after this hardship. Now you're going after your want. Like you've had a glow up here, and then they come in with the humble pie and they have a lot to express. But it would have to be like something, you know, really show stopping for you to change your mind on this. But you know, there is second chance here, so like, you know, I hope this does work, you know, for you guys. You know, you could be, the Fool could be like a new stage in this relationship with the Hierophant. Sometimes means marriage, so it could be like a new stage in this relationship after a time of healing. You know, you've both been suffering through hardship and then you celebrate. But this is definitely a love reading here. And for some of you, you'll be getting back together, and for others of you, you'll decide that you've healed past this version of you in this relationship, and you're going to keep on moving for your 10 of Cups. You're going to take your second chance, you know, and have metamorphosized, and you're going to take your second chance elsewhere. But some of you, you're going to find it and heal this relationship together with your partner. So it's really, really exciting. Yeah, baby steps, one foot in front of the other. I do think that if you're going to get re-involved with a past person, that you really want to move slowly and not just jump back into things, because that could be where this goes wrong. You know, the Hierophant here could be also like marriage counseling, and that's why you have the Fool with the Star. Yeah, I mean, this is really fortunate, and like, if you have a family, which I'm not like seeing a lot of the traditional family cards, but yeah, I have the Six of Cups. That one stands for kids, so like, you know, the fate of this relationship could stand on the welfare of the children, you know. Like, what's good for the children is going to be like the priority here. And yeah, let me see here. This has been a wonderful reading. Let me get a crystal card just to lighten up the mood and give some last closing advice here. All of the readings for December have been really heavy so far. It's just a really, very emotional time of year. Ooh. Going within. Yeah, it seems you're going to have to really go within inner world and boji stones. I think there's some sort of a seed. But it seems like you're going to have to go within, spend time thinking about like what your happy life looks like and what direction you want to go in. Like, figure out where to edit in your life, what things you need to remove, in order to spend more energy on the things that are really working. Crystal blessing. Grandmother Crystal Diva. Cathedral. Library. Crystal blessing. So, you're blessed this month, and, your ancestors are with you and watching over you. Personal power. Yeah, you know, it takes a lot of fortitude and strength and compassion to like deal really like, you know, it's easy to get caught up in our passions and what's like makes us angry about a relationship or like this situation that you've been going through with your partner, and it's easy to get caught up in the ego and like, oh, that makes me mad, blah, blah, blah. But you know, like, it's really about like looking at the situation with clear eyes, thinking about it fairly, thinking it about what's best for all parties. It's sometimes easier to deal with these kinds of things like big life changes by taking some of the emotion out of it, and that can be really hard to do. But I believe in you, Libra. You are a very fair person and very balanced, but it's like you're gonna have to, you know, lead with those qualities this month. And yeah, it's gonna be challenging. Lightning, like it's kind of like it's the kind of represents the unknown that we've been talking about. Um, you know, we don't really know what's gonna happen, but we do know, you know, you're gonna come out of this good because you have the Wheel of Fortune. It all kind of like hangs in a delicate balance, a fine balance right now. But I'm gonna bring it back to this eternal child. You know, think about what your inner child wants. Like, what would make you happiest as well? You and your children. You know, like this is about, you know, or your partner could be the eternal child too. But you know, let's not go there. I see wonderful things for you. Have a very happy holiday this month. I'll be doing energy readings mid month. I hope to see you back here for that. And thank you so much. Have a wonderful December.